Hello there, this is Battleborn again. In this video, I want to talk about something that is important to remember and to be aware of when you go no contact with a narcissist. If you have gone no contact within a narcissistic family, or if you have left a narcissistic relationship, or maybe both, you have to be aware that it's not only the narcissist that you need to cut contact with. You have to understand that the narcissist uses other people's eyes to report back about you. So for instance, in a family, how this works is that a narcissistic mother or dad, they will create this system around them that everyone that they are in contact with need to do some specific things for the narcissists to make the narcissist happy. These things vary, but the same things usually goes along when you're dealing with a narcissist, and that is reporting back to the narcissistic mothership. And yes, you can think about a sci-fi horror movie when we talk about narcissists. They are basically like the mothership, and all these flying drones, these people, they are used by her, but they don't realize that they are all the time. But the thing is that the narcissist uses other people to get information about you. They use other people as surveillance cameras to pick up your destination, to pick up information about you, what you're doing, where you are, where you're going. This is done so that the narcissist can tell you, if they are able to reach you, that they know where you are, they know what you do. And sometimes they can just send you a random text and they will tell you what you're wearing, and you don't know how they could possibly know this because you haven't seen them. Well, then you must know that there is someone else that have seen you, that is in contact with the narcissist. And the narcissist is telling you this to be in power, to feel empowered, to feel like they are able to subjugate you, to dominate you. Just think about it for a second. Like, what kind of mentality lies behind doing such a thing? Just telling you what you're wearing, just telling you where you have been, asking you how the weather is in a specific place, and you haven't talked to them about the place you are in. They don't know where you are, but apparently someone in there, well, someone that orbits this mothership knows where you are, and they have now told the narcissist. You see, how this works is pretty scary, and I've seen this myself. People, usually, the narcissist doesn't like any people. They don't like anyone. But the people they keep around are loyal servants to the narcissist. And these people, the first thing they do if they see you and they have been told that you have left, so to speak, the narcissist's life, and the stories that will be told about you will not be true, so the people will have wrong information about everything, but that is secondary in this video. I'm just going to talk about how this works. So what these people will do, the first thing they will do if they see you somewhere, is to call the narcissist, to text the narcissist. I have seen him, I have seen her. And this is, like I said, they're working like drones. They don't think about anything else besides pleasing the narcissist, because the narcissist is very clever in this way. They will tell them that, oh, you're such a good person, and that they love this person, and oh, you are so great, thank you so much for telling me, blah, blah, blah. The narcissist don't mean any of these things. The only thing that is important for the narcissist is to be in power, to be in control. And what they will use this information for is basically, like I said, just to tell you that they know where you are, just to tell you that they have somebody out there watching you. This is also done to let you never really go no contact. You cannot really decide for yourself whether or not you're going to have contact with this person. It's up for them to decide, not you. So the narcissist is a dictator. But I think we have to even go a little bit beyond like these things. I think that it's better to link them up to like I said, a mothership, and these people are like UFOs or some drones that is just flying around, and the first thing they will do is just to pick up their phone, and it looks crazy when these people do it. It's like, oh, and you understand, sometimes you have seen the people that have seen you, and you can say to yourself like, okay, I'm going to get a text message now. I know it's going to happen. And it's going to happen. That is how robotic this system is. This is how corrupt these people are. And this is how evil the narcissist is. So once you know all these things, it's very easy to predict what they're going to do, what is going to happen. Doesn't mean it's okay, it doesn't mean that you should tolerate it, but it tells you that you now know how this system works. Like I say, this is and this is also, if you go back in time, I bet you will be pretty sure that you remember that they were doing this before you went no contact as well. Narcissists will do this to you. Narcissistic parents, narcissistic spouses, they will also do this to you. They will tell you just stuff that people have seen you a specific place. They know where you are. Even though they're not looking, they know where you are. And if somebody tells you this, you have to be aware that this person is a very toxic, dangerous person that don't respect your life. They don't respect your autonomy. They don't respect that you have a life beside them. And some people take this as flattery, like they feel flattered if somebody is so preoccupied with them. And you should never feel flattered about this kind of behavior. It's dangerous. And it will also tell you that one day, if you've had enough of this, together with everything else that goes along with being together with a narcissist, this behavior is not going to quit. They're not going to quit this behavior. This behavior is set, it's implemented into this system forever. At least that's what the narcissist thinks. But this is how they're basically telling you this is your life now. Gonna have surveillance cameras everywhere. And like I said, these things are people, other people. They use other people to make you feel paranoid, to make you feel that you can never be to yourself by yourself. You always have to look over your shoulder where you are. So a lot of people feel like they have to move states. They have to change city, sometimes even country, to get away from the narcissist. And the narcissist knows what they're doing. It's not like they don't get what they're doing. It's not like they don't understand what they're doing to you. They know very well that you don't want to have anything to do with them. But remember that the narcissist is a criminal. and they are also afraid of you. And this goes especially into narcissistic families. The narcissists know what they have done to you, and they are extremely scared that you are going to tell someone about their behavior, especially if there was blatant child abuse. And when I say that, I mean like physical abuse, sexual abuse, basically child abuse that is taken more serious by society than, let's say, emotional abuse. It's much harder to prove. So if they'd have done physical abuse towards you in some way, and they know they have, and they are also scared that you might understand the whole picture, that you are actually someday able to, because that is what happens when we dissect and we move away from these people. That is what happens also to our mind. It gets to relax all of a sudden, and it gets to kind of like give you the full picture of what was going on. And the narcissists don't want that to happen. They know as long as they can be in touch with you in some way, that is not going to happen, because their endless babble and their endless talk and distortion of reality is going to get into your mind. It's going to creep in there. So you're not going to be able to have that relaxed state where you are able to figure out what has been going on to you. But that is what usually happens when people go no contact, that they see things much clearer. They go back like, wow, how could I do that? How could I accept that happening? How could I not be able to see what they were about? It's like crazy. It's like you don't understand who you were sometimes, that you weren't able to see what they were doing to you. But once you go no contact and you are able to stay no contact, you will start to see the narcissist, believe me, for who they really are. And the narcissist is scared of this. They don't want that to happen. They don't want that to happen. So they know as long as they can put some kind of influence into your life by surveilling you, making you feel that you are not free yet, that they will be able to keep that little pressure on you from preventing you from realizing who they are. And sometimes they will try to act loving as well, like, oh, they miss you, oh, this and that, and of course shame you and tell you like, oh, how could you do this to your family and blah blah blah, when in reality the question should be, how could your family do this to you? That is the real question some people should ask here. But the narcissist turns everything upside down. So they're going to ask you, how could you do this to your family? The true question is, how could your family do this to you? So I'm going to leave it at that. And thank you for listening in, and have a good day.